Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Shawn Thinking Out Loud, coming to you from my secret hideout in beautiful Brazil. I hope you're all doing well, wherever you are. We're diving into a rather curious topic that's been making the rounds lately. Yes, you guessed it. We're going to talk about all these Democrats trying to get arrested for what I can only describe as a publicity stunt. Now, before we get into it, let's set the stage a little. You see, there's been a lot of chatter online and in the news about politicians making dramatic moves, like they're auditioning for a role in a political thriller. I mean, do they think they're going to win an Oscar for Best Dramatic Arrest? And the award goes to... But seriously, folks, what's going on here? They think they can just shout, "Do you have a warrant?" And that somehow makes them immune to the law. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. So here's the deal. The loony leftists, or as I like to call them, the drama queens of Capitol Hill, seem to have missed a few key points in civics class. First off, they don't need to show you a warrant if you're not directly involved in the case. And trust me, yelling, "Do you have a warrant?" isn't going to save you from being handcuffed for obstruction. Let's paint a picture here. Imagine you're at a family reunion and your crazy uncle starts yelling at the police because he thinks they need his permission to take his favorite gardener, who happens to be an illegal alien with MS-13 tattoos on his knuckles. Spoiler alert, they don't. It's just like that, except instead of Enrique, who works for pennies, it's about serious legal matters. And here's where it gets even more entertaining. They can literally tell you to fuck off past the deer stand, a phrase I borrowed from my buddy Jim, and still take you in for obstruction. I mean, come on, how did we get here? It's like watching a circus where the clowns forgot their act and just started shouting random things. Speaking of clowns, did you know that in Brazil there's an entire festival dedicated to jesters and tricksters? It's called Festa de São João, or as I like to call it, the Democratic National Convention. And they celebrate with music, dance, and plenty of food. Wow. Sounds exactly like the Democratic National Convention, except here it doesn't cost them $2 billion. Now, that's a party. But back to our topic. Let's take a look at some historical context. Publicity stunts by politicians aren't new. Remember when politicians used to stage protests? Sometimes it feels like they're just turning the volume up on their own personal soap opera. So, what can we take away from this? First, don't try to challenge authority without knowing the law. Second, remember that sometimes politics is less about policy and more about performance art. And lastly, if you're ever in Brazil, skip the political drama and check out that festival instead. Trust me, it'll be a lot more fun. All right, that wraps up this episode of Shawn Thinking Out Loud. If you enjoyed our little trip down this rabbit hole of political theatrics, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave a comment. And if you're interested in diving deeper into the world of politics, or if you just want some great reads, I've got a wide range of books available, from politics to martial arts to history. There's something for everyone. Check out the link in the description for audiobooks and ebooks. Thank you for joining me today. Keep thinking out loud, and until next time, stay curious. Catch you later.